Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to EU4 as Zorastria. When we last left off, we were continuing our slow conquest of the Arabian Peninsula, annexing our loyal vassal, and we also got caught up into a war in which the Oirat seriously effed up and brought the Ming upon them, which, generally speaking, is not a good idea unless you know that they're about to explode into 1,000 little shards of tiny bits of glass. But other than that, you generally want to stay the hell away from them because, you know, they're much, much bigger than us, and probably a lot scarier too, so yeah, keep that in mind. Cartley, where is Cartley? Okay, so you're just running up here for some reason. I don't know where you're going. Well, you're just gonna siege something out, apparently. I mean, we've just about full sieged Iraq, which is good for us, really. And I'll just kind of make my way up here and hope that things... You know what, I guess I might as well try converting these. Run away, a little Iraq. Fly away, little moth. Fly, fly. Oh, they're actually gonna come walk into me. Okay, good for you. I guess they just got tired of living. I suppose I'd get tired of living after a while. If I were in Iraq's shoes. They went down with dignity. They chose to die in a proper Viking fashion with their sword in their hand and just ready for business. So, kudos to you, sir. And I'm just gonna... I don't know, that's... Okay. Everyone go over there. I'm gonna take everything. How badly is this gonna piss off the Ottomans? Not that badly? That's the best kind of badly. Alright, how much damage did we do? Surprisingly not that much, and the fact that they don't want my land all of a sudden makes me very happy. Is it, like, is the AI just capable of realizing that I could actually crush them? Or... is it because they took the mission to safeguard Eastern Anatolia, which they're actually blocked in by a very strong Hungary, who is allied with Ragusa and Austria. So basically, the Ottomans cannot go this way, probably. I have them hemmed in on this side, so they can't go this way. I mean, they actually could probably beat me if they fought me, but then again, I do have Poland, Lithuania, Kazan, and the Oirat, who are about to not exist, on my side. So basically, the only direction the Ottomans can go is down here. And usually once the Ottomans, like, get down here, and if they can't go this way, I find in most games, they tend to kind of stagnate and just stop doing stuff. Which kind of... I mean, considering the fact that some people complain that the Ottomans are too overpowered, it'd be interesting if the Ottomans had a mechanic where if they stayed at peace for too long, they would have similar issues to hordes that stayed at peace for too long. There's no historical precedent to explain why that would be a thing, or why that should be a thing, so... that would actually probably be a silly thing, but it would be interesting. There we go. Pick up some tech right there. Get a little bit stronger, a little bit faster. And basically, I want nothing to do with this war. I'll let Tabaristan crush themselves if that's really what they want to do with their lives. But, yeah. In general, we're just gonna sit here and let this peasants' war continue ticking up as our... oh my goodness. 30,000 manpower. Oh boy. Kind of makes me wish I would get an event. How are you paying off Scotland's debts? Like, you'd never pay off my debts, Ottomans. Actually, I've never had that happen. But then again, I generally play games where I'm not vastly in debt. So, I don't know. I still think it'd be interesting, I guess, to see such a scenario. There we go. Now we are a little bit stronger than we were before, which is always a good sign. And, I mean, someday we'll actually be strong enough to fight the Ottomans toe-to-toe, but probably not for a while. And, yeah. We might eventually, because Bukhara is probably going to want to hurt me at some point. Let's see. I'd rather lose these things than the other things. Alright. So, 4 relations, that's good. And I mean, I guess I'll just watch let's just watch what's going on over here, because God knows there's nothing exciting going on where I'm playing right now. I'll be honest, if the Oirats somehow pull out a win, which they probably won't because they're incredibly ineffective. Are you allied with Kazan as well? Oh. Oh, goody, I can actually do some cool stuff now. It's not quite... Oh! I'll hire you, just so I can make sure I get that 100%. I will do this, do some of that, call a diet, or diet, however I properly pronounce it. Oh, that really went the other way. Which is actually particularly bad, because now that they're angry, my manpower is going to recover slower. Oh well. Anyway, but yeah, because the AI is terrible at managing, like, these are hordes. If they were properly managing their stuff, they could theoretically win. So, you know. Too bad for them, I guess. Alright. Like, that's the problem. I mean, the AI can... Like, it seems sometimes as though the AI knows what it's doing and is pulling off intelligent plays. But it's really all just... Adana area. That little state at the bottom, that has got to be some kind of little localization error or something. What is the Adana area? Let's see here. Oh, no, that's actually right. I get just the fact that it was all, at least I think it is. No, all this is in caps, so I feel like that has got to be wrong. Like, that's got to be a mistake, and that's actually supposed to have a proper name or something. Ooh, the Pirate Coast. Home of pirates, I assume. I mean, unlike the Gold Coast in Africa, which has no gold whatsoever 90% of the time. Or so it seems. What do we got going on over here? We're a bit behind over there. We are not behind here, and that extra Diplo rep is always useful. More relations, that's also useful. You know what? I suppose pretty soon I could actually start forming another vassal. Maybe I'll form a vassal over here, even. Is there anyone who has cores that... Like, are these Najd cores? They are. I have Hasali's cores. Yes. Anyone... Well, maybe Yemen, if I conquer my way down here, and then I'll just give everything to Yemen or something. I'll make them a vassal and then give them the Arabian Peninsula. Because why not? And who doesn't love a good vassal? Let's see here. You're allied with Ryzen and supporting the independence of Perm. Perm, who is almost bigger than Muscovy. Man, Muscovy is having a really bad time. Kazan is also having a pretty bad time, I think. I mean, they're working up admin ideas, so they're clearly trying to reform so that they're not a horde anymore. Which is probably for the best, because I imagine in their current position, they're really not going to be expanding anywhere, because I block them. Bukhara's allied with the Ottomans. And... Oh, actually, this is good. Bukhara's allied with Afghanistan, which means I can beat up on Bukhara without having to worry about the Ottomans getting in and messing things up. So that works out just fine for me. I'm also just going to randomly insult Hungary here just to boost my power projection a little bit more. And right. Let's just keep watching what's going on over here, because I'm probably not going to go to war again, excuse me, until we are in a situation where this war is not happening, and I have more manpower so that we don't have to worry about the whole Peasants' War dealy. Because, I mean, who wants to deal with the Peasants' War, right? I certainly don't. You are really mad right now. I can make you madder, but that seems like a bad idea. I'm tempted to hire this half-price level 3 diplomat, so I will. Apparently. Let's see. 7 ducats a month, huh? That's alright. I mean, I can afford that. I almost can't, but for now I can, so let's just go with it. Alright, let's just watch the... Oh my god, they actually won a battle. Nice. How are the Ming doing, anyway? They actually have negative prestige. They might lose the Mandate of Heaven. That is so awesome, because then they will explode. Which is always fun to watch. It's always fun to watch the Ming explode on them. Oh my god, look at that. They're falling apart. Now, there is a way to check Because there's actually something in particular that makes the Ming really weak. Is it an autonomy? Oh, I forget where it is, but there's something around here somewhere where it's like if the eunuchs are in power... No, not the eunuchs. Is it the... No, I think it is if the eunuchs are in power. It's somewhere around here. You can hover over it and you'll see a... Or bureaucracy. So you have the bureaucrats in power right now. And I'm pretty sure... I think it's if the Buddhists are in power, or the temples or whatever. I think it's called temples, where it's like basically the Buddhists. I find it funny that the temples, the Buddhists, would be the ones who apparently give combat bonuses. Just because you generally see Buddhism as a pacifist religion. But if I recall correctly, and if I am remembering like how this whole thing works with the Ming, is the reason for that is because these Buddhists, these monks, are apparently not a replenishable resource, because apparently they are all celibate or something. Did this war... I'll drop that. Anyway, because, I guess, Buddhists are all celibate, and they don't make babies, that results in a situation. Did they win? Oirat accepted peace. Guj... No, they lost! That is amazing. And I didn't even have anything to do with that. No, I am kinda disappointed in myself for not trying to participate in that war. I just ran away and hid, like a dirty coward. Also, do I want to upgrade to an administrative monarchy? I always ignored this stuff for some inexplicable reason, but upgrading these actually gets better. I mean, you have this minus unrest and minus 10%. I mean, this is not that useful. But faster autonomy reduction, more taxes, more production efficiency, that's pretty good. This is also pretty good because you get that sweet plus 5% discipline and even more autonomy reduction. Then you can be a constant. If you're a blobbing empire, I would not recommend becoming a constitutional democracy. Having a parliament and stuff, that sounds cool. And it is, don't get me wrong. But, hoo boy. That, it takes a long time if you have been blobbing the whole game and are not starting as England, who starts with a parliament. It takes a long time to put in those things. And it replaces the noble estate, which, well, it is rather unfortunate because you don't get free military power anymore. And all the other cool stuff that the noble estate does. So there's that. And what we got here? Let's see. Rival of our rival. Make Bohemia love me. I can do that. Alright, we have some Iraqi separatists who are pretty big, but ultimately not that big a deal. Though it is going to burn off a whole bunch of my manpower, probably. Which is rather unfortunate, but such is life. What's going on over here in the meanwhile? Poland is not actually at war. That's good. And we'll just kind of suck up to them. Good. And we should probably be able to pull that off. Probably. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. Why? Because it makes a lot more sense than what I was... Bhakti separatists, huh? Alright. You also have some Syrian separatists over here, and some Ibadi zealots over there. Yeah, but overall, let's see. Yeah, I guess that's worth making into an estate, or into an actual state. I have the money for everyone, but oh well. That's probably not going to become a state. And let's see. So what else are we looking at here? So we've slowed this down. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, you know what? I'll bump that. And we shall start marching over here so we can go to war with Baluchistan and Afghanistan. Baluchistan first, because they have no friends. And generally speaking, it's always a good idea to take out the people who have no friends first. And then you go after the people with friends. Because people with friends are dangerous. They can call those friends in, and they can hurt you. And sometimes do other things. But mostly just hurt you. Alright. So, let us declare war. Holy war, because holy wars are the best kind of war. And if you deny it, then you're clearly a heretic and should probably be exterminated as soon as possible. Or just brought into the nearest re-education center at your earliest convenience so that you can be properly washed, or have your brain properly washed so that it is functioning at optimal capacity or something. I don't really know where I was going with that. I just thought I would be clever, and then I kind of lost where I was going. As usually happens, really, when I try to be clever. I'm just not that spontaneous. Shame, really. Then again, like most skills, spontaneity is something that you can develop over time, I would imagine. Anywho, let's see. Everything's going well. That is... Alright. We've got our vassals doing vassal things. I mean, if anything, I think Tabaristan is actually stronger than ever as a result of their victory. Look at that. They have almost as many... I have never had a vassal that has actually been able to field anything close to the kind of army that I can field, which I find ridiculous. Oh, there's one more province over here. Can I even get there? No, I cannot. Probably couldn't core that anyway, so, oh well. Oh, what do you know, Molten's gonna take care of that for me. Alright, Molten. I'll let you have the win. But don't get too cocky. Sure, you can even give me war reparations for the small amount of time that you're gonna exist. I don't really know what this would do for me. Let's see. Does it actually, like, give me more prestige or something? Yeah, it actually gives me a whole 10 more prestige, so why not? I'll do it. I mean, who doesn't like a bit of prestige? Let's see. This is an entirely different area. But I'll give it to Tabaristan. Why not? That way, it saves me a bit of admin points at the cost of a couple of Diplo points. Which works out good enough for me. This is a different area, right? Yeah, this is all one area. I've already cored some of the stuff, so... Alright. Seems like a wise stratagem entirely to me. Oh, and it means I only have to core one province. That's even better. Alright. So, let's, get in here, I guess. And next stop is... Next stop would be Afghanistan land. At which point we will conquer the land. Also, you know what's really makes me happy? Persia does not exist anymore, so we don't have to worry about any craziness over there. Also, we're making a massive amount of money again, so let us continue just pumping out the assorted manufactories and the like. Because, one, it'll help us when the manufactories institution shows up, and two, it's also the best way to increase your cash flow. At least in my opinion. I think it's the best way. Oh, you've got Delhi now? Forgot about that. The Oirat would join me. You would not. Though they might change their mind once Bukhara joins. And Poland will never help me in anything unless it's against the Ottomans, because I'm too far away. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh wait, I'm clicking on the wrong person. That's the problem. Oh, and the Oirat will not join. Because you're massively, massively in debt. I could pay off their debt. Would that be enough? No, I'm gonna have to just sit here and wait. And sitting and waiting is, I guess, what I'm best at, so let us... Unless I go to war with Gujarat. Is that really what I want to do with my life right now? The answer may surprise you. Well, actually, let's see what kind of numbers we're dealing with here. Okay, first of all, Malwa and Kandesh. That is your vassal, I assume? Who is Kandesh? They're this tiny little guy over here. Alright, so I don't care about them. Mostly just Gujarat and Malwa. I feel like I said weird. And felt weird to say in my mouth. My tiny, tiny little mouth. I can hardly pronounce words to save my life. Let's see, Malwa, you have 34,000. And Gujarat, who I scrolled past in a haste, has 19 of 35. Which means, logically... Oh, that's Tabaristan. Which means, logically, I should probably go to war with Gujarat right now while they are relatively weak. Yes, that seems like a good idea. We'll come back to deal with Delhi and Afghanistan later. Stupid Delhi always guaranteeing people. They always... It's like they know what my diabolical plans are. Just like making my life difficult. Alright, let's do this. And we're going to be facing some heavy numbers here, but I am confident that we can pull off a win. Especially if our loyal vassal, Tabaristan, comes in to help us. Are you going to help me, Tabaristan? I hope so. I'll lose that prestige instead. And our general just died. God damn it. Alright, what are we looking at here? Let's see here. In the year 1565, which is a bit too far away. Wow, is it really just that bad? Alright, I guess it is. In terms of just, like, the amount of influence those guys have. Yeah, you're a reasonable heir. I wouldn't necessarily want you to die, so... Don't die, please. Alright, let's siege this stuff out and get the hell out of here. And to help with that process, let us build a spy network. Alright. So, I'll probably give all the area in Makran to Tabaristan, just because that way they can cord and everything for me. And I will take everything else. At least as much as I can. What are we dealing with? Oh my god, this is... Oh no, that's just Malwa. Alright, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Okay, never mind. Who are you? You are guaranteed by Malwa. And your name is Muar. Tabaristan, help me! You are going to help me, right? You did help me. Thank God. If you didn't help me, I would have been so sad. Alright, Poland has declared war on somebody. Good for them. Alright. Well, Tabaristan, you have proven yourself... Like, they have as many guys as I do. That is crazy. I've never had a vassal that has been this successful in life. Like, it is absolutely ridiculous. And I am so proud of them. Like, I cannot begin to describe the sense of pride and accomplishment I have at seeing them. And in all their glory. It'll be very glorious. Let's also do some of that. Oh god. Let's see here. Alright, you can go there, and then... I guess we gotta work our way down to their capital. That would make the most sense. But we're finally, slowly, kind of getting it... Is this the Indus River right here? I'm going to assume no. I would assume this... Actually, if I hover over this, will it tell me what the name of the river is? No. I'm not sure about geography. And I ask this question because from my terrible understanding of where India gets its name from, it was basically describing everything that was across the Indus River from, like, over here. But when I think about it, and my knowledge of, like, India, I would assume it's actually, I assume this is not it. It could be. But I assume the Indus River has to be closer to here, because this is like the whole actual Indian peninsula and everything. You know, the more I play this game, the more I realize I have a lot of geography to be learning. Yep. You know what? I'll kill you, and then just go right on in there like that. I think that'll work out better. Assuming these guys don't kill my poor vassal. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, so until the next time, thank you all for watching, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.